Good evening, Cecilia. Cecilia,
Good evening, teacher.
how are you, Cecilia?
I find you
Good, good. Thanks for asking. How was your day?
good.
Okay, interesting. Do you study for the test?
Really not because every day I study for the lines,
What are you studying, you said?
for the lines,
License.
license.
How long do you have to study?
Uh, I begin on the Monday,
Hmm.
and I really need to study is too much information.
Really? Is that a manual or something? No?
What?
Is that a manual?
I don't.
Manual means manual. Is that a manual that you have to
Yes,
study?
but I need for much more information.
Okay.
For
Do you need to speak English to get that license?
no, it's in Spanish, but the information.
Hmm.
How do you say la mayoría de la mayoría de information?
Most of the information,
Most information is in English.
really. Okay,
Yeah.
good. So at least you will practice your reading when you have to think in English too.
Yeah.
How are people celebrating before Christmas in your neighborhood? Are they celebrating?
Mm, in my house, no.
But in your neighborhood, like people around,
Mm, no, in my neighborhood, no.
decorating
Ne-
houses? No?
no, my neighborhood not.
Okay. Fireworks?
And the other street, yes. Oh, callejón.
Oh,
Mhm.
and
Um,
fireworks? Fireworks like those? No?
mhm.
Okay.
My yes, and ¿cómo se dice? Venados in
Deers
deers, yes, in the techo de la casa,
on the roof.
in the roof.
Okay, interesting. So they are decorating. Good,
Yes.
good, good, good. And we also have Cecilia. Good evening, Cecilia. I know that you cannot speak, or probably you can speak a little bit better now. But good evening. We also have Stanley and Brenda. Good evening, guys. How are you?
Good evening, teacher. I'm fine. Thanks for asking.
Ready for the test?
Yeah, always ready.
Oh, good. Good, good, good. So that means that you study every day.
Yeah, teacher, yeah.
Okay, good. So what about Brenda? Are you ready, Brenda? Brenda.
Hi, good evening.
Good evening, Brenda. How are you?
Fine.
Are you ready for the evaluation?
So.
Okay, so that means that you didn't study, or probably you studied only a little bit. Well, what we are going to do today is that we are going to review those topics that we had in unit number 3 and unit number 4 so that you can get ready for the test because today we have the final test. So this test is going to be a little bit different because it is going to be in Schoology, but it's going to be a file. Yes, a file. So you're going to open the file and you're going to edit it. It's not like the other one that you used to choose with a click or something, but on this one you're going to edit the file and you need to upload it. So that's the only difference that you will have. And to begin with, I will remind you just those topics that we had in unit number 3 and unit number 4, because later you're going to work in pairs and you're going to describe the use, the structure, and some example of the topics that we studied. So the first topic was the past of be, was and were, and also the simple past. So we studied simple past, the past of be, we studied yes, no questions with short answers in the simple past. We also studied WH questions like what, where, when, how, and the rest in unit number 3. So we had 4 topics in unit number 3: the past of being, simple past, yes, no questions, and WH questions. In unit number 4, we studied so and such a, or such for plural. So and such a. Then we studied gerunds. Gerunds at the beginning of the sentence, gerunds after some verbs, and gerunds after prepositions. Then we checked zero conditional, that is like if, present, present. If I eat a lot of pupusas on weekends, I don't eat on weekdays. Or if I work a lot, I feel tired. So you're describing like action and reaction. Or if I have a headache, I drink some water. Or if I have money, whenever I have money, I go to the movie theater. So that's what you do with your money every time that you have money. Yes. So there was zero conditional. And the other topic that we had was time clauses. That was a topic that we had yesterday. When you use expressions like before, after, as soon as, until, by the time, the moment, and those words. Yes? So, first of all, we are going to have the attendance, and later we are going to work in pairs so that you can tell your classmates what you remember about those topics. Just give me a second because I will switch this to share it on the screen. And remember that today we finished the level, so that will be just for about 2 hours that we're going to be here, and then you're done. Now let's see. I'm going to share the screen, and you say present when you hear your name. First person, Felix Ernesto Castellanos is not here. He's on his way home. So probably he will be in some minutes. Jose Mundo Avalos is not here. Carlos Eduardo Barrera is not here. Cesar Santiago Benavides is on his way home too. Oh, Carlos is entering right now, so we are going to click on. Then Christian is on his way home. Adolfo is not here right now. Maybe later. Cecilia Guadalupe Castro.
Present.
Kenia Clara.
Present.
Good. Nancy can speak because she had surgery. David Ricardo Leon is not here. Melvin is not here. Oscar is on his way home. Constantino Guardado is not here right now. Mario Hernandez is not here right now. Oops. What happened? Okay. Stanley Pina.
Present.
Good. Javier Menjivar is not here. Brenda Orellana.
Present.
Good. Daniel Peña. It's not here, and it said Vanessa. I don't know who she is. So this is the attendance. Now we are going to work in pairs. So I'm going to assign you unit number one only because you are only six. And we need to be, well, Daniel Peña is entering. So you are six with him because Nancy can't speak because of her surgery. So I will give you some topics and you're going to work with your classmate. You will tell your classmate when you use the topic, what the structure is, and also some examples. So let's imagine that I tell you that you have to talk about gerunds. So you will tell your classmate in which situations you use gerunds, what is the structure, and two or three examples. Only that. Yes? If I tell you to talk about simple past, the same. When you use a simple past, the structure in positive and negative and in question, and two or three examples. If I tell you about using so and sucha, the same. When you use so, when you use sucha, the structure and two or three examples. So you will do the same thing. Now I'm going to break out the rooms and I will tell you the topic that you will have. Just give me a second. Mm, Number one will be Brenda and Constantino. So Brenda and Constantino, you're going to talk about simple past. So the simple past in general, what is the structure when you use simple past, and two or three examples. Next one would be, oops, and Brenda left. Well, you're going to work with David Stanley, Stanley and David. So in the number two, we will have Carlos and Kenya. Carlos and Kenya. You're going to work on the past of be, the past of the verb be. Next one will be Cecilia and, well, Cecilia and Nancy. So Cecilia and Nancy, you're going to talk about yes, no questions. Yes, no questions in the past. And Daniel Peña with the, no, let's see. Well, Daniel Peña, you're going to work with me because the other person that was supposed to work with you left. So you're going to work with me. Now, I repeat it. What you're going to do is to say when you use that structure, the structure, and two or three examples. If I say the simple present, when do you use the simple present? You use the simple present for routines. Okay, now what is the structure? The subject, the verb, and the complement. Okay, now two or three examples. Okay, one example is I travel every day. And if I say he, she, it with the S, he travels every day. In negative, she doesn't travel every day and I don't travel every day. If it is a question, do you travel every day? Does she travel every day? And like that. Yes, thank you, bye. So this is what we're going to do to describe when you use that structure, some examples about it, and the structure. So when you use it, examples and structure. So I will repeat how you're going to well, Brenda is back. So let's see, Constantino. I was saying that you were supposed to work with Brenda. So she's going to work with you. Now I will repeat the topics better. Constantino and Brenda, simple past. Simple past. How you use simple past, the structure, and two or three examples. Carlos and Kenya, the past of be. Yes, the past of be. How you use the past of be, the structure, and two or three examples. Then Cecilia and Nancy, you will talk about yes no questions in the past. Yes no questions, simple questions. And Stanley, with another person because Melvin is there, you're going to work on WH questions in the past. WH questions in the past. And let's see, another person that is there is Joshua. Joshua, how to use so and such. So and such. So I'm going to create the groups right now and you will enter. Enter, guys.
Teacher, desapareció
Who? Who disappeared?
con Nancy.
Cecilia.
Yes.
Bueno, lo que pasa es que no estaba en la pantalla principal, quizás por eso no le salió. No sé si está desde el teléfono o la computadora, pero le tiene que salir un cuadrito donde dice eh, ingresar a sesión de grupos pequeños o algo por el
Y
estilo.
tampoco no
Eso.
me apareció, teacher.
Sí, a usted David ahorita, porque usted sí entró después.
Ok, sorry.
Entonces ya lo agrego. So work with Constantino because Brenda had problem with connection. And Daniel Peña, you're going to work with Joshua. Cecilia, si gusta salga y vuelve a entrar para que le pueda asignar y le salga más fácil. Adolfo,
Hello, teacher. Good evening.
good evening. You're going to work with Nancy and Ceci, but because Nancy can speak, so you will work with them. She is going to participate, but in a different way. So enter.
Okay.
Enter Brenda. Enter Brenda.
No me sale nada.
En la pantalla le tiene que salir un icono como de cuadros y ahí dice regresar a sesión o entrar a sesión de grupos pequeños. ¿Está en una computadora o teléfono?
Ay, tanto de las dos maneras y de todo me saca.
Pero sí, le tiene que salir en la parte de abajo donde dice ingresar a sesión de grupos pequeños y si no le sale allí,
Ujú.
al lado de la pantalla, al lado izquierdo de su pantalla le tiene que salir un cuadro.
A ver,
Si no, lo más fácil es salir y volver a entrar.
me salgo de todo.
Yes.
Ok, ahorita.
Okay, let's see. Brenda, you're going to work with Let me see. Well, you're going to work with me. So you're going to enter to room number 6 and I'm going to work with you. Enter right now. Okay, Brenda, we are going to explain how to use zero conditional. You know that zero conditional is when you say, for example, if I drink coffee at night, I can sleep. So this is like action and reaction. If I drink coffee at night, I can sleep. Yes? So you use the present and the present. And when do you use zero conditional? You use zero conditional when you want to express when you want to express actions and reactions. If you do something, what is the reaction? Or if you do something, what happens? What is the consequence? Cause and effect, or action and reaction. So if I drink coffee, what happens? I can sleep. Or you can,
Mm,
yes, Brenda?
sí, ayer en la clase como se trababa todo, no entendí. Solamente es condición usaría el if.
Exactly, it's just a condition. So, for example, you can say also, if I do exercise, I feel healthy. If I do exercise, I feel healthy. Or it can be negative. If I don't do exercise, I don't feel healthy. Yes? Now, the structure is if and the verb in the present. And in the consequence, the verb in the present too. But you will divide the two sentences by using a comma. So you would say, if I drink coffee at night, comma, I can sleep. You can also switch the positions and you can say, I can sleep if I drink coffee at night. But in that case, you're not going to use a comma.
Ah,
You use a comma with if. Yes?
okay. Ah,
Okay, so now I repeat it because you will present it. Yes, you will present it. You use zero conditional. This is zero conditional. You use zero conditional when you want to talk about actions and reactions or cause and effect.
mhm.
Yes. The structure is if and the verb in the present, comma, and another sentence. Or you switch positions. You can start with the second sentence and you don't use a comma because you use comma only when you have if at the beginning of a sentence. Yes? And the examples, if I drink coffee at night, I can sleep. If I eat too much, I get weight. If I watch TV, I drink some coffee. If I listen to music, I sing. If I take a shower, I feel relaxed. Yes? So it's like action and reaction. So I'm going to leave you here for some minutes. Take notes about when you use it, the structure, and three examples. Yes? I will bring another person to work with you.
más y yo dije, no me, yo me acordaba que había dicho que lo hiciéramos, pero solo ella lo había subido y dije, que habrá
Y
sido
creo que sí.
imagination. Entonces yo por eso le
Ajá.
puse hasta ahora.
Yo igual hasta hoy contesté eso.
You finish, guys?
Entonces, um, look, we have this. So we're going to show to the class or just show to you?
You can also use your computer. You can type on a file on Word and you can
Mhm.
project it
Oh, okay.
if you want.
Okay, it's better.
Mm,
If you're using a computer, you can use Word or PowerPoint and you can project the example.
okay. Yeah, because only talk, only write by chat the structure.
You can use a screen. You can share your screen.
I try to share the screen.
So for this case, we have to do question using
If you want to use the screen, you can also share your screen. Maybe you type the examples, the structure, and the use in a document, and then you project it.
Okay. Can we do
Good evening, Javier.
Good evening, teacher.
You at home?
Yes, in this moment.
So you're going to work with Brenda. Enter.
Okay.
No hay forma.
Sí.
Four. What is your topic, guys?
Use the soy such.
So and such. So, adjective. Such a word. Adjective,
Yes.
a noun. Adjective, a noun.
Yes. Yes.
If you're using a computer, you can project your examples also on the screen. So you can show your screen.
Okay.
And
Ay,
Wait a moment.
If you're using a computer, you can also type the examples on Word or PowerPoint and you can project it. You can project your examples, the structure, the use, and the examples. Yes, if you're using your computer. Yes?
okay. I use my computer.
Good evening, Caesar.
Good evening, Mister.
Caesar, right now they are working in pairs. So they are explaining some topics because today you have the final test. So every pair has a topic. For example, some of them have simple past, some of them have the past of be, yes, no questions, WH questions in the past, so and such, zero conditional. So we are missing only two topics. We are
Okay.
missing gerunds and time clauses. Which one do you want? Gerund or time clauses?
Okay.
Which topic do you want?
Uh, the last one will be
Time clauses.
yeah.
Okay, so you're going to work with me for some minutes because when another student comes, he or she is going to work with you. Yes?
Okay.
So I'm going to send you to a room right now. Enter.
Thanks.
Okay, so you know how to use time classes. Do you remember in which situations you use time classes?
Uh, wait a second. I had to check my notes.
That is a topic that we had yesterday.
Okay. But yesterday I didn't uh, I didn't participate on on the class due to I had to do I did overtime.
Okay, so what I was explaining yesterday is that you have some words that are expressing the sequence of actions. For example, when you
Okay.
say before, after, once, while, the moment, as soon as, so all those expressions are used to indicate the sequence of actions, what happened first and what happened later, or if the two actions happen at the same time. So, for example, if I say, before I entered to class, I had dinner, or I had dinner before I entered to class. So, what you're using as an expression for time is before, and you are expressing that one action happened before the other action. As I was saying, I had dinner before I entered to class. So what happened first? I entered to class or I had dinner? Obviously, I had dinner before. Yes, I had dinner before I entered to class. Or you can say, before I entered to class, I had dinner. Yes. Now
Okay.
the other one is after. So you can say, I had dinner after class or after I finished class. The other one
The
is,
message is the same, right?
yes, if you switch positions, the meaning is the same. If you
Okay.
switch positions, you can also use as soon as. When you say as soon as, it means immediately. For example, as soon as I received my Christmas bonus, I went to the supermarket. So as soon as I received my Christmas bonus, I went to the supermarket. It means that it was immediately. As soon as tan pronto como.
You can
Then,
say that as a priority. Give priority to something.
yes, for example, as soon as I finish the test, I will feel free. Before that, it's impossible. But as soon as I do it, I know that I will feel better. Then the other one is the moment. You can also say, the moment I received my Christmas bonus, I went to the supermarket.
I went to. I will go to pay the bills.
Or you can say, I will go to pay the bills, but you would change the structure. Because in the
Oh,
first example was, when I received the Christmas bonus, or the moment that I received the Christmas bonus, I went to the supermarket, because in my case, I'm talking about the past. But in your case, you will talk about the future. So you say, when I receive the Christmas bonus, or the moment I receive my Christmas bonus in the future, I will buy at the supermarket. So that is for the future. You can use those clauses in the present, in the past, and the future without any problem, because what you are describing is the sequence of two actions, what happened first and what happened later. Yes? So you have more expressions. You have by the time. By the time is like when you say para cuando. By the time I graduated from high school, I had already applied for university. Yes? So
Okay.
things like that. And there is not a specific structure like present, past, or future. You can use all. You can use the present, you can use the past, and you can use the future.
Oh,
But the only difference is that if you start with time expressions like before, the moment, after, or as soon as, if you start with those expressions, you need a comma to divide the two actions.
okay.
Before I take a shower, before I take a shower tonight, I will send you the scores. I will send you the scores. So two actions. One, I take a shower, and the other one, send the scores. What you're expressing is that one action happened or will happen before the other one. Yes? And you can switch positions. But the difference is that if you start with before and the sentence, comma, to start the second sentence. But if you switch positions, you don't use comma. So I can tell you, I will send you the scores before I take a shower. Yes, before I perform the other action. Yes? So now I will bring someone to work with you. I will bring someone to work with you. I need that you remember when you use time classes, the structure, and two or three examples. Yes?
Okay.
So you're going to work with that person. I will bring him or her right now. Okay, Cesar, nobody is in the waiting room, but in case someone gets to the waiting room, I will send him to work with you. We only have 3 minutes. If you can use your computer to project it, no problem. Yes, you can edit the use, the structure, and two or three examples.
Okay.
Hello, teacher.
Are you ready?
Yeah, only how use the simple past and the structure,
The
two,
structure and
and
examples.
three examples.
Two or
Yes,
three examples.
okay, okay,
Okay.
yeah.
You can also use your computer to project the use, the structure, and examples.
Okay. We say the placement.
Yes, you will explain it to your classroom
Okay. Okay.
so you can
Okay.
project the information.
Okay. Okay.
For the presentation.
Yes.
Okay. We do in this moment.
Hi, teacher.
Right. You can also use your computer to project the information.
Yes, yes. Nancy will
Yes,
will
Nancy.
be project the presentation
Okay. So yes, no questions.
in the past, right?
Questions. Yes, questions are
Yes.
good.
Okay. Yes, we are ready.
Okay. Good.
We are ready done.
Good. So you're going to go back to main session.
Okay.
Okay. So now let's listen to the first presentation. Group number one, the past of be. Who had the past of be? Sorry, the simple past. The normal simple past. Who?
David and
And,
me,
and Constantino.
but
So David.
don't have a presentation. Only explain.
Okay, no problem. So
Okay.
they will present the topic that is the simple past, the normal simple past. They will give
Okay.
information about the use, the structure, and some examples. So
Okay.
let's listen to them.
Ok, Constantino. Bueno, si quiere yo digo los ejemplos al final.
Okay.
In English, David.
Okay. The
Sorry.
simple past is used to talk about the complete action in a time before now. The structure for affirmative is subject plus verb in past and complement. For negative is subject auxiliary did plus not and plus infinitive verb plus complement. If for interrogative is auxiliary did plus subject plus infinitive verb plus complement. The example, David.
Example. I went to the cinema last night. I saw a good film last weekend. And I often bought my lunch to the work. I often bought
But
my lunch to the school, to the work.
but often is like if you usually do it in the present.
Uh, okay. And I finished the work
Finished.
at 7 o'clock.
I finished work at 7 o'clock. Yeah,
Yeah.
could be. An example in negative, David?
Okay. Negative. I I I didn't go to to the cinema last night. I didn't buy my lunch to work.
Perfect. And a question?
Did you, sorry, did you buy your lunch in the work, at work?
Perfect. Okay, thank you. Let's give it up for them. Good job. So the simple past is used, as Constantino was saying, when you talk about actions that finished in the past. Yes? And the structure is subject, the verb in the past, and the complement. If it is positive, if it is negative, you say didn't, and the verb in the present. Didn't go, didn't work, didn't eat. So you use the verb in the present. Only for positive sentences you use the verb in the past. For questions, you use did, the subject, and the verb in the present. So you worry about simple past only when it is a positive sentence. If it is question, the verb is in the present. If it is negative, the verb is in the present, but you need to use the auxiliary. Negative, didn't. In question, did. Good. Now, group number two, the past of be. Carlos and
Kenya.
okay, let's listen to Carlos in Kenya.
Kenya, can you?
Okay. The the past verb to be is the use the describe the moment or situation, and the structure is the subject, more to be, more complement, and was used in I and he, she, it, and where use the you, he, and you, they, and we. And the negative form is the structure subject más more to be, more not, more complement. And the example, I was not or wasn't not. Uh, Question 4. And the structure is to be more subject, more complement. And an example is I was, I is more complement.
And
Carlos, example.
an example for present tense is where we on the beach. Um, and for use to be on the past, we don't need another verb. Um, like Kenya says, is not is useful for describe situations and in a moment or or characteristics of for item or a person. And that's all.
Okay, thank you. Let's give it up for them. And yes, they were totally right. You use the verb be to describe people. How? Physically, location, any characteristics that you want to describe, you use the verb be. Or to describe only location. In the past, I was shy. Now I am outgoing. In the past, I was short. Now I am tall. So things like that, just to describe how you were or to describe your location. Today, I am in class. Yesterday, I was in a party. So you're describing location in that case. And if it is negative, you say wasn't. If it is a question, you don't say did. Why not? Because the verb be works alone. You don't need another auxiliary. Yes? Good. Thank you. Now, yes, no questions in the past? I guess Nancy, Adolfo, and who's the other person? Nancy, Adolfo, and Cecilia.
Me.
Okay, so let's listen to them.
Okay, good evening. Um, we talking about the yes or no question in past, and the structure had auxiliary did plus subject plus verb in the base form plus complement plus interrogation sign, and we and and when we want to use it about something and make the yes or no question, and the answer could be long answer or short answer using did, and short answer or more extra information. And when the answer is negative, use we use it the auxiliary didn't, and Cecilia talking about some example.
The examples are, did you study for the exam? The answer is yes, we studied for the exam. The verb is in past because no use the auxiliary did. Did you buy a bag? No, we didn't buy a bag. Is it negative? And did you learn English this year? Yes, we learning a little bit of English this year.
Perfect. Thank you. So let's give it up for them. Good. So the yes no questions, as they were saying, are easy because the answer will be only yes or no. But you need to pay attention because in the structure, when it is a question, you need to use an auxiliary. You say did. Did you go? Did you play? Did you eat? Not only you ate tamales yesterday. Mm-mm. That is not a question, that is an affirmation. A question is, did you eat tamales yesterday? Like that. Now, in the answer, if it is a short answer, you say, yes, I did, or no, I didn't. If it is a long answer, you don't use did in the positive, only in negative. Yes, I ate tamales yesterday. Negative, no, I didn't eat tamales yesterday. If it is a short answer, try to give extra information. Did you go to the beach yesterday? No, I didn't because I worked. Or yes, I did because I wanted to feel relaxed. Yes, so you give extra information. Good. Now, next one, WH questions in past. Joshua, and who's your partner?
Oh, it's Melvin and me, Stan.
Melvin and Stanley, WH questions. Oh, yes, Joshua is so and such.
Yes.
Good. Okay, let's listen to Melvin and Stanley.
Okay, we're gonna talk about WH question in past. The structure is WH plus did plus subject plus verb in present. And we have 6 options. So the start that is what, where, when, why, who, and how. Plus did plus and the subject is I, you, he, she, it, we, or they. Plus the verb we have to use in present. And the examples that's gonna be my partner to explain.
Example are, what did you do yesterday? I possible I went to the beach. Uh, he didn't they say sell their house. They sold their house last week. Where did you find it? Find it? Um, the For example, and find borrow table.
Okay,
Only
that's
for
it.
extra information, teacher. This is used for a long answer. Mhm. It's not used for yes or no.
Perfect. Thank you. Let's give it up for them. Exactly. WH questions are for information, not only for yes or no. So people ask you WH questions because they want to know that information about you. What kind of information? Using what? Where? And in the answer, you have a place. When? And in the answer, you have a date or time. Why? And in the answer, you have a reason. Who? And in the answer, you have a person. So that's how you use WH questions. And you always use the auxiliary did for questions, except for the verb be, because with the verb be, you don't use auxiliary. Yes? Now, thank you. Next one is Joshua, and your partner is?
Daniel Peña.
Okay, so Joshua and Daniel Peña, so and Socha.
Only explain the use the so is such. You We use so and such to add emphasis to the sentences and focus on streams. And we use so before of adjective and or adverb. For example, she was so beautiful. He ran so quick. The children spoke very spoke English so well. Another, the cake was so delicious. This is for use the so, and and we use such before adjective and a noun. For example, the dogs is so no sorry that is so intelligent 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 dog. And it is such a cool morning. Another, maybe she was such a pretty woman. This this is all. And can you add more information, Daniel Peña?
Mm, is more example for the more easy for the explain. The use the so it's comparative. It's so hot today. In with use so and use the such this you are it's such a hot day today. And another example to, uh, she looks young in the photo. And another example for the such is you're such an angel. And no more.
Good, Daniel, good. So thank you guys. Good job. Let's give it up for them. Exactly. All things that you described are like that. You use so to give intensity. It's similar to say very. So you can say, oh, she's very beautiful. She's so beautiful. So is next to the adjective. So beautiful. But when you say such a, it's similar to say very. It's similar to so, but the structure is different. You need to say such a, then the adjective, and then the noun. So you say such a beautiful television, such a beautiful house. This is such a beautiful house. Such a beautiful, and then what is beautiful? The house. So house. Such a beautiful, what is beautiful? Girl. Such an expensive, what is expensive? The car. Such an expensive car. Yes, this car is so expensive. This car is so expensive. No more after the adjective. So expensive. Such a, this car, this is such an expensive car. After the adjective, you have the noun. Good. Next one, using time classes. This is for Caesar.
Okay, good evening. I will share my desktop. Okay, 10 clauses. Clauses are phrases that can tell us when and which moment an action happened or a group of actions. For example, the first example, you will see that she will not go to school until it stops raining. In the previous sentence, the main action is go to the school. But when is gonna happen this action? Well, the action will happen until it stop rains. So we have two sentences divided by the type clause. In this case, until. And the second, also this time clauses can use at the end of the sentence or at the beginning. Which are the difference? There is no difference between these time clauses. For example, I'm going to cook dinner before my wife arrives. And the last example, before my wife arrives, I'm going to cook dinner. If you see, there is no difference in the main message in those sentences. There is a difference, but it's a little. If the time clause is in the middle of the sentence, you will not use a comma. In the last sentence, yeah, because the time clause is at the beginning. You will see before my wife arrives, comma, I'm going to cook dinner. That's the difference in these sentences. Also, there is another word you can use in order to use the time clause. There is no a formal structure. You can use another past tense and they will not problem. The other words that you can use is when, after, as soon as, and well. And depends on the use at the moment. And that's it.
Good, thank you. Let's give it up for him. So it was very well explained. So time clauses are those sentences where you're going to use time expressions like before, after, as soon as, until, by the time, and like that. And the use is to express the sequence of two actions because you have two activities, but what happened first and what happened later. So that is how you use those time clauses to express the sequence, what happened first and what happened later. Whenever you're using before, after, as soon as, by the time, and until at the beginning of the sentence, you need a comma to divide the second sentence. But if you don't start with before, until, by the time, and like that, you don't use a comma. Just to give you an example. So you can say, after I finish this class, I will have dinner. So after I finish this class, comma, because I started with after I finish this class, comma, I will have dinner. But also you can say, I will have dinner after I finish this class. And the meaning is exactly the same, but you don't use a comma because after is dividing the two sentences. The word after is in the middle, so you don't need a comma. Yes? So that's how we use time clauses. Now the last one was for Javier and Brenda. So you had how to use zero conditional. So let's listen to them and pay attention to this topic because it is coming on the test 100% sure. So pay attention to it.
Good evening, teacher. For the moment, I did not understand the topic for the use the if and when. Sorry. It's difficult for me.
We use if when we have a condition, a cause and consequence, or cause and effect. The structure is if, the verb, another condition, and complement, or if, the verb, and the other sentence. Javier, no sé si quiere dar los ejemplos.
Okay, Javier, it is, listen to me, it is like action and reaction. For example, what do you do when you are sick? What do you do? Javier? What do you do when you are sick? When you have fever, you have stomachache, you have diarrhea, what do you do?
I don't remember, teacher.
No, just tell me. This is about your life. This is not about grammar. This is not about anything. This is about you. What do you do when you feel sick? What do you do?
When my feet is sick,
Yes, when you feel sick, that you have fever, you have headache, stomachache, what do you do?
I went to visit the doctor.
I went, yo fui.
Yes. I visit the doctor.
Okay, I visit the doctor or I go to the doctor. Yo le estoy preguntando qué hace si se siente enfermo o qué hace cuando se siente enfermo, no qué hizo. ¿Sí? Estoy preguntando qué hace cuando se siente enfermo. Entonces usted me dice, yo voy al doctor. Si me siento enfermo, yo voy al doctor. Es lo mismo como que usted dijera, cuando me siento enfermo, yo voy al doctor. Entonces, eso es zero conditional. Usted está hablando de una acción y una reacción. ¿Cuál es la acción? Sentirse enfermo. Si usted se siente enfermo, ¿cuál es su reacción? Va al doctor. So, if I feel sick, I go to the doctor. Now, Javier, what do you do if you don't have money? If you don't have money, what do you do?
I don't pay nothing.
Exactly. I don't pay anything. I don't pay anything. Exactly. So that is your reaction. Now, what do you do if you are hungry? If you are hungry, what do you do?
I go to the sleep.
Really?
Yeah.
If you are hungry, you go to sleep. Si tiene hambre, se va a dormir.
For for the is the eh, si es muy noche, ¿cómo se puede decir?
If it is too
If it
late,
is too late, only drink
I
only
go
drink
to
water.
bed. Okay, so I drink water. If I am hungry and it is too late, I drink water. Yes, so that is your reaction. This is your conditional. Now give me two examples only. Si yo hago esto, esto pasa. Eso es lo que usted me va a decir ahorita. Si yo hago esto, esto pasa, fíjese. So tell me.
If I if I drink coffee, I I don't sleep.
Perfect. Perfect. So if I drink coffee at night, I don't sleep. Good. Another example?
If if I go if I don't go to the work, I don't receive pay.
Good, good, good. So you see, it is easy. Action and reaction. What happens if you don't go to work? You don't get payment.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you, teacher.
So that is your conditional. Action, reaction. Present and present. Always present and present. So I can say, if Daniel doesn't work, he doesn't receive money. If Melvin eats fast, he doesn't feel hungry. If Carlos is angry, he hits the wall. If Christian is late for classes, he sends a message to his teacher. Good, Christian. If Carlos is, no, I mentioned Carlos before. If Oscar doesn't have internet, he goes to his neighbor's house. If Stanley has a lover, his wife kills him. If Adolfo doesn't arrive early at his home, his wife calls him and his wife is angry when he arrives. Yes? If Joshua doesn't come to classes, he doesn't understand the topics. Yes? If Nancy feels better today, she will say goodbye at the end. So in that case, it's like future. So you're using action and reaction, but the action is in the present with the reaction in the present. The situation is not happening right now, but you know that that is always your reaction. Yes, that is always your reaction. Yes. Now, just to finish with this topic, mm, how do you complete this sentence? Let's see. This is for Oscar. How do you complete it, Oscar?
I
In parentheses, you have the verb that you have to use, that you have to conjugate.
yeah, yeah. Give me time. I need look the chat.
Okay.
Work.
You can also say, wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Okay. Wait a minute. If I working hard,
No, working is right now.
if I work hard,
Yes.
I I I I'm going tired. No,
No, I'm going is future.
I'm
Uh-huh.
I am tired.
Yes. If I work hard, I am tired because
I
you cannot
am.
say I be. So you say I am.
Yeah.
Good. Next one, David. This one. Using the verbs that you have in parentheses to complete it. In this case, it is negative. That's why you have not eat, not eat. Remember that you cannot say, if Oscar not eat, that is not possible. You need to modify it. So
Yes,
how do you
yes.
say?
Is Oscar don't eat?
No.
Is Oscar don't is it not possible?
I don't, but Oscar is not.
Ah, yeah, yeah. If Oscar if Oscar doesn't eat, he feel angry.
He
He is feel.
he is no. Él es, está diciendo ahí.
He he feel no,
He feel mm-mm,
but
because you're saying he.
I I don't know.
Okay, let's see if you.
He will
No,
feel.
will is a future and you don't use a future.
Only present.
Yes.
Feels.
He feeling
Feeling, no.
uh,
Daniel Peña, how do you complete it? Daniel Peña.
if Oscar
Uh,
doesn't eat.
it
Mhm.
says if Oscar doesn't eat, he's feel hungry.
You cannot say his feel. His feel. Mm-mm.
He
Oscar, how do you say it?
He feels.
Exactly. If Oscar doesn't eat, he feels
yeah.
angry. Ustedes le ponen la S al verbo. No tienen que poner is. Is es otra cosa. Is significa ser o estar. La S se le pone al verbo para indicar que es una tercera persona. No significa plural, sino que significa que está hablando de un hombre o de una mujer o de una cosa. He feels, he eats, he works, he studies, and he plays, and like that. Yes? So now, this was basically the topics for unit number, well, the most of the topics for unit number 3 and 4. The last topic was gerunds. Gerunds are at the beginning of a sentence when you start with a verb. That is going to be a gerund, ing. Gerunds are also after some verbs, after the verb enjoy, dislike, mind, and like that. And you have also gerunds after prepositions, after the prepositions for, in, about, at, and like that. So now it's time for your quiz. So as I told you in a message, you have to go to week number 4. You go to week number 4 and you will find a folder. Go to semana 4, you enter to a folder that you will find over there, and the folder has an activity that is at the end. It says examen semanal. So go to that part over there. Are you there? Are you there, guys?
Yes, and find a document.
Exactly. So when you enter, there is a document that says Basic 4 Final. It says Basic 4 Final. So you need to download the file. Download the file. Descarguen el archivo.
En examen semanales, ¿verdad?
Exactly. Examen semanal. Week number 4. Week number 4. And you will find a document like this. Yes, this is what you're going to find over there. Now the instructions. Listen to Fernando, Olivia, Cameron, and Abigail, and you have to answer this question. The question is, what did they do last summer? What did they do last summer? You will check the correct answers. For example, Fernando stayed home, Fernando visited his brother, or Fernando went to the beach. You listen to it and you check the answer. Olivia watched videos, read books, or watched TV. Cameron went bike riding, went swimming, or played baseball. Abigail worked in the yard, got a job, or painted the house. You will choose, if it is one option, one. If the person mentioned two, two. Yes? Because here it says 6 points. So that means that there are 6 activities here. 6 actividades son en total. Tienen 4 personas. Entonces significa que una de las 2 personas va a realizar, perdón, 2 de las 4 personas van a realizar 2 actividades. Yes? Y 2 de ellas solamente una, para que completen los 6 puntos, 6 actividades. Next one. Complete the exercises using zero conditional. So here you have to use zero conditional. The last topic that Brenda and Javier were explaining. In parentheses, you have the verb that you have to use in the space. So you type it, you complete it. Here in number 3, you have to use so or such, so or such, so or such, so or such. Number 4, you need to use the past of be, the verb be in the past. Only that, only the verb be in the past, was or were. And in the last part, you read the article and then you select if it is true or false, true or false, true or false, true or false. So how are you going to complete it? You can use here, for example, with different colors, you choose a color or you write a star or a check. Aquí lo pueden hacer como ustedes quieran. Si le quieren poner un color para marcarlo, lo marcan porque esta es una imagen, ¿verdad? Entonces encima pueden marcar con color o buscan una estrellita o un chequecito y se lo ponen. O si siente que se le va a complicar, entonces ponga aquí abajo Fernando y le pone la actividad. Olivia y le pone la actividad. Cameron le pone la actividad. Abigail le pone la actividad. Como usted mejor le salga. And the same thing is going to happen in the last part, in the reading. Lo mismo, aquí seleccionan si es falso o verdadero, pero lo van a hacer marcando con color, ¿verdad? Eligen un color y le marcan aquí. O un chequecito, insertar figura, insertar forma, si le quiere insertar una forma, entonces selecciona una flechita, o si le quiere insertar una estrella, o si le quiere insertar un rombo, cualquier cosa que usted le quiera, o una explosión, cualquiera, pero que marque true or false, ¿sí? Y si se le complica, entonces digítelo abajo. Number 1, true. Number 2, false. Number 3, true, and like that. Is it clear? Questions? No? No.
Yo tengo problemas, teacher, because in my computer I don't have the Word. No puedo editar eso porque no tengo la
But
licencia, las tengo vencida.
you can do it on your phone. You can do it on your phone.
Tampoco, no lo.
Yes,
Bueno, voy a tratar.
yes, you can on your cell phone. You can. Or I will send it to
Okay.
WhatsApp. I will send it to WhatsApp, and you can send the file to your wife's cell phone, and you complete it. Se lo voy a enviar a al WhatsApp del grupo y desde allí se lo puede enviar a su esposa o a algún familiar para que lo pueda digitar. Just give me a second, I will send it to WhatsApp. Okay, I'm sending it right now. You will receive it. Send it to your wife's cell phone or to your relatives, I don't know who, someone, and you can edit it. Or you can complete it on your cell phone too.
Teacher,
Yes?
en la primera parte dice de que vamos a escuchar el audio.
Yes, I will play it.
Eso usted lo podría.
I will play it. I just need to send the message to the group with the document. Okay, there you received it, I guess. So Joshua, you can send it to your wife, or you can try to open it on your cell phone.
Yes, okay. Thank you.
Are you ready? Joshua?
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay, so let me
Not
know.
yet.
Let me know so that we can start. The rest, probably you can start with the reading section, maybe, or with the grammar section, while Joshua checks if he can edit the file. Ready, Joshua?
No, not yet.
Okay.
I'm ready.
Okay, so I will play the listening part and you pay attention to it to complete it, guys. So listen to it.
Hello, Fernando. Did you have a good summer?
Oh, I had an okay.
Hold on, Felix is entering right now and he has to do the quiz too. So just give me a second. Felix,
Hi, good evening, teacher.
good evening. Felix, you need to go to Schoology. Are you using your computer?
Yes,
Okay, so go to Schoology. In week number 4, you're going to find examen semanal. So you enter there and you will find a document that is in Word. That is the test.
okay,
Let me know when you're
okay,
ready. Let me know when you're
oh,
ready. The rest you can continue with the quiz.
okay.
Ready? Ready, Felix?
No, 1 second.
Okay. Ready, Felix?
Yes, teacher, with 4
Examen
exam.
semanal. There is a
Okay,
document. You need to open it.
okay.
Okay, so there you have a document. The document has a listening part. In the listening part, you have four people, and you need to write 6 activities. You need to check 6 activities that people did. You have only 4 people, but you need to check 6 activities in total. Necesitas chequear o seleccionar 6 actividades que ellos hicieron. Solamente son 4 personas, pero en total tienen que haber 6 actividades. Probablemente uno de ellos hizo 2, otro hizo 3, otro 1 y así sucesivamente. Entonces seleccionar las actividades que haya hecho cada uno.
Okay.
¿Cómo lo puede hacer? Le pone algún color o le pone una flechita, una estrellita, lo que a usted le parezca. ¿Sí?
Okay.
Okay, so the listening.
One. Hello, Fernando. Did you have a good summer?
Oh, I had an okay summer, I guess. I visited my brother in Veracruz.
That's nice. Did you go to the beach?
No, I didn't. It rained all summer, so we usually did things indoors. 2. Hi, Olivia. How are you? Did you have a good summer?
Yes, I did, thanks. I just relaxed.
Did you read any good books?
Books? Well, no, but I watched a lot of interesting videos online.
3.
So, Cameron, did you do anything interesting last summer?
Oh, yeah. You know how I love to be outdoors. I played baseball and rode my bike every day.
Baseball and bike riding. You're a really good athlete.
Yeah. Well, I try. 4. Did you have a job last summer, Abigail?
Well, no, but I did a lot of work.
What do you mean? Did you get a job?
No, but my parents and I painted our house, and I worked in the yard a lot.
Okay, second time.
1.
Hello, Fernando. Did you have a good summer?
Oh, I had an okay summer, I guess. I visited my brother in Veracruz.
That's nice. Did you go to the beach?
No, I didn't. It rained all summer, so we usually did things indoors. 2. Hi, Olivia. How are you? Did you have a good summer?
Yes, I did, thanks. I just relaxed.
Did you read any good books?
Books? Well, no, but I watched a lot of interesting videos online.
3.
So, Cameron, did you do anything interesting last summer?
Oh, yeah. You know how I love to be outdoors. I played baseball and rode my bike every day.
Baseball and bike riding. You're a really good athlete.
Yeah. Well, I try. 4. Did you have a job last summer, Abigail?
Well, no, but I did a lot of work.
What do you mean? Did you get a job?
No, but my parents and I painted our house, and I worked in the yard a lot.
Okay, now you can complete the rest. For Felix, because you didn't check the first explanation that I was giving about the quiz, I will tell you what you have to do. So the first part, you need to check with color or with a star the listening part. Only six activities in total, in general. Then in number 2, you need to complete the sentences using zero conditional, present and present. Use the verb that you have in parentheses. If it is not, that means that it's negative. You have to write the sentence in negative. Yes? Simple present and simple present. You need to conjugate the verb. Then complete the sentences using so or such. In this space over here, you have to write so or such, so or such, so or such. Then here you have to use the past of be, was or were in the space. And in the last one, you need to check true or false. Read the article, and then you said if it is true or false, true or false. You can check with color or with a check or with a star, or you can type here number 1 true, number 2 true, number 3 false, and like that. Yes? And when you finish, you upload it. Cuando terminen, lo suben. Allí mismo donde lo descargaron, allí mismo van a subir el documento. Ok. Para los que ya terminaron, ya subieron el documento, ya los vi que lo subieron. Solamente les faltaría una cosa. Al grupo de WhatsApp les envié el link de la encuesta de INSAFORP. La tienen que completar. Cuando ustedes acceden al link que les mandé, les va a pedir un código. Entonces, ese código es el que les mandé, que dice 26697. Entonces, ese es un código que les va a pedir. También les va a pedir la fecha de inicio del curso y la fecha de finalización. Entonces, la fecha de inicio es el 3 del 11 del 2020. Fecha de finalización el 16 del 12 del 2020, que está ahí. Entonces también le va a pedir proveedor y el proveedor le van a poner speak. Le va a pedir nombre del curso, nombre del programa. Entonces le van a poner inglés para el trabajo. Una vez que usted también le va a pedir sus datos, su nombre, creo que les pide su número de DUI. Entonces esa información es suya, ¿verdad? Tiene que llenarlo con sus datos, de ahí responde las preguntas que están allí, cómo evalúa el curso y lo demás. Entonces, eso lo necesita completar ahorita. Cuando terminen el examen, lo completan y ya una vez finalizado les va a aparecer un cheque de color verde. Cuando ya lo hayan completado y les aparezca el cheque en color verde, le toman una captura de pantalla y me lo envían a mi número por WhatsApp. Me lo envían, me pone su nombre allí, Constantino, y la fotografía de la evaluación finalizada. La razón por la que se pide la captura es porque INSAFORP siempre pide saber si el estudiante en realidad lo terminó. Y si no lo terminó o cometió algún error en el proceso, le van a estar llamando para corregirlo. Entonces a alguien creo que ya le pasó eso aquí, si no me equivoco. Sí, ya le pasó a alguien aquí de eso, de que les tocó repetirlo, volver a ingresar, volver a completar todo. Entonces complétenlo como les digo. Les va a pedir un código. Entonces ese código es el largo que está allí, ¿verdad? Ese es el código. Fecha de inicio, ahí tiene la fecha de inicio. Fecha de finalización, que es ahora, que sería el 16 de diciembre. Les va a pedir el proveedor, que sería el speak. Les va a pedir el nombre del curso, inglés para el trabajo, y de allí sus datos, ¿verdad? Personales y cómo evalúa el curso y el resto. ¿Sí? Vaya, para los que faltan de subir el examen, tienen hasta las 9:15 para subirlo. Entonces todavía tienen 15 minutos. Aunque 15 sería mucho, pero igual tienen tiempo. A ver. Sí, hay varios que ya lo subieron.
Y en el caso mío, teacher, que no lo puedo subir a la plataforma Schoology.
¿Por qué no lo puedes subir?
No me deja en la aplicación aquí en el teléfono. No tengo la opción.
En serio.
Sí.
Algo que puede hacer. ¿Sí, Cecilia?
Tienes que meterte online para poder subirlo.
Métese desde un explorador. En ese caso, como dice Cecilia. Con Chrome. Intente. Y si no lo puede subir así, otra cosa que puede hacer es copiar el archivo desde su teléfono, pasarlo a la computadora y de la computadora lo envía. Obviamente no se lo va a abrir, ¿verdad? El documento, pero sí se lo va a enviar. Ya una vez editado desde su teléfono. Por si en caso no lo pudiese editar así, ¿verdad? Y enviar. Pero sí, sí es posible. Okay, so now the attendance. I'm going to share the screen. You say present when you hear your name. The only one that asked for permission was Christian because he felt sick. Félix Ernesto Castellanos.
Present.
José Ábalos.
Present.
Good. Carlos Barrera.
Present.
César Benavides.
Present.
Christian Cardona was present. Adolfo Castro.
Present.
Cecilia Castro.
Present.
Kenia Clara. Well, but she was there. Nancy is there, but she's sick. David de León.
Present.
Melvin Gallardo.
Present.
Oscar Gómez.
Present.
Constantino Guardado.
Present.
Stanley Pina.
Present.
Javier Mejía.
Present.
Brenda Orellana. Daniel Peña.
Present.
Okay. So now, today is the last day. Yes, we finished today. Then we have vacation. You're going to have vacation, I guess, for about 1 month. So I will be sending you activities for you to practice during this vacation. Yes. So don't forget to send me the screenshot with your name. Yes, for the survey, and upload the quiz today. You still have 10 minutes to complete it. So thank you for being there. I see you next year, January probably. I'm going to be your teacher. I don't know. It might be another teacher, but it was a pleasure to meet you and to be with you this year. I see you guys.
Teacher, I
Yes.
have a question. Cuando yo lo subí, la última parte no me lo lee, o sea, si ve el documento como que yo no lo he, el del reading, como que no le he marcado.
Solo edite ahí las respuestas abajo, entonces.
Ok.
Solo edítelo o en el comentario, ahí a la par del documento, ahí en el comentario también lo puedes poner.
Ok.
Okay, so thank you for being my students. I hope to see you maybe next year or maybe later. But it was a pleasure to meet you. Have a nice Christmas. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Enjoy with your family. Bye, guys.
Bye, teacher.
Thank you,
Thank you.
teacher.
Take care.
Merry
Nice to
Thank you for
Christmas.
all.
meet you.
You're welcome. Merry Christmas. Bye, guys.